Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to ECarC. My name is Eric and today we're going to be working on this project, the Tamiya Terra Conqueror. This was a buy purchase and it came in all original, including the Dynatech motor, which did come with the kit. This is a very cool motor. So I'm going to be rebuilding this. It did have some broken parts that I found when I disassembled it. It came with everything, including a controller and the original manual, which is fantastic. The tires had all their spikes on them that weren't really worn down, but the original Spike tires were gone. So I do have these. These are the square spike tires that are on like the modern cars. So I'm going to use those. I'm not going to source the Spike tires. I'm not going to make this a shelf queen. This is going to be a runner. It does have the original body. Different decals on it though. These decals are from something else. Almost look like striker colors. I'm not sure what they're from. But the original wing and body, no cracks, no damage. It's not even like really scraped up. Everything was in very good condition except for some of the broken parts. So the front bulkhead here, this has, let me see, where is the broken? Right here. So this is broken right here, and that's going in the trash. And the motor mount, which these always seem to break off, that's broken. And these have slight cracks in them. You probably can't see it on camera, but there's crack here, so they must have over tightened the ball connector. And then the wing mount here, or the damper mount up top. Dampers will go on there, but the wing won't stay because that's where the wing attaches to. This is a very kind of weak point on these and the Manta Ray, so that's going to have to be replaced. And I have a new pinion gear, which I might try. This is a 20-tooth pinion gear. The original one I think is a 17 or 18. I didn't count it or look. I also have brand new bearings from Team JB Hobbies, which I really do like a lot. And that's pretty much it. The original one was missing the front diff, but I did have one. I had a brand new diff in a package for it. I don't remember why I originally had it, but these are all built up. I built up the new diff off camera. I have new seals for the shocks. All the parts are cleaned up and ready to go. The original diff that was in there, the rear diff, feels really good. It was actually very well made, very well built. Somebody did just a really good job. They didn't put too much grease. All the gears are in good condition. The chassis is in amazing condition. The wheels aren't even scraped up. So that tells me that it really wasn't run much at all. The motor looks like it's in brand new condition except for a couple little scratches, which, you know, are expected when you're installing one. They do get scratched up sometimes. So this is going to be a fun project. I'm not going to use the original body. I do have a TBG body and MCI decals, which I'm going to use because I like the original box art. The box art has like a two-tone where this here is orange, this front section is orange, and this is all white, the rest of it. So I'm going to make it box art. I don't always like box art, but orange is one of my favorite colors. And I just really like the box art on this. So off camera, I'm going to start building the shocks up. I'm going to be putting in, it did come with Vintage Electronics, Futaba, ESC, things like that. But I'm going to be putting in a Hobbywing 1060. I like to have, you know, more modern electronics just to make it more reliable. So yeah, I'm going to get started. First, I'm going to build all the shocks up and get this out of the way, and then I'm going to be building this Terra Conqueror, this really cool vintage Terra Conqueror. It's weird to say vintage when you're starting to talk about the 90s RCs, especially ones that, you know, I can clearly remember going to the hobby store and seeing them. I feel like it was just yesterday. All right, let's get to building. All right, so here is the result. I really like how it came out. Even the color, I actually went with, don't tell Tamiya this, I didn't go with the Tamiya color. I actually went with a Traxxas fluorescent orange. To me, it matches the wheels better. And, you know, these colors from MCI Racing, they're not great, but I think the original, because I have the original body, I don't know where it is, it's somewhere. I have the original body and wing. These colors don't match either. So I don't know if it was done on purpose or what, but I do like the going for broke. I thought that was fun, especially how it fades into from yellow to orange. And to me, the different colors do match up pretty good with the different yellows, the different oranges. I like it. I'm a big fan of orange anyway, so this is right up my alley. So I had to go kind of box art. I didn't put the window decals on. This is the window tint, and I did also put the back window here. This is all supposed to be black, painted black, but I decided not to do that. I just wanted to have a little window here. I think it looks better. So I just made my own mask for that. So there is something, I'm sure some of you guys already noticed it, and you're like, hey, he did something wrong, but I kind of made like my own choice here with the wing. So this wing, if you know it or not, it's actually on backwards, because I'm not a huge fan of how this wing, when it's turned around, it kind of goes right up against the body, and it kind of makes it look like it's kind of one piece. I don't know. I never really liked it. So I'm like, well, what if I turn it around? And I really like the way it looks with the wing turned around. It gives the wing a little more like separation from the body. And I don't know. I know some of you guys probably don't like it, but I really like how it came out. So, I mean, if I really wanted to reverse it at some point and make it more like box art, I can just, you know, remove these, get another set of decals from MCI, turn it around, and put them on the other way. But I mounted it this way just to see what it would look like, and I really liked it. So I'm going to stick with that for now. So for those of you that do not know, this is kit number 58115. This came out in 1992, and it is on the DF-01 chassis. So the DF-01 chassis is interesting because it started off with the Manta Ray. Now, so the Manta Ray came out first, and then the Top Force came out, then the Top Force Evolution, which is like the, you know, the one that everybody wants, and then this came out. So this is kind of like a Manta Ray that has a bunch of hop-ups on it, and there's a few things that make it interesting. Like, it does use the Top Force Evolution orange wheels. It did use the Spire Spike tires, which are pretty rare and hard to come by now. And if you do find them, people are asking way too much money for a set of 4. So I went with the regular, you know, square block tires. These are great. If you're just looking for a runner, this is going to be a runner. This is not going to be a shelf queen. It's a really fun build. If you guys have ever built a DF-01 chassis, you'll know exactly what I mean. The gearboxes are, you know, they're really good. They're really smooth. Everything, the fit and finish is great, as long as you're running bearings. So let's take the body off and let's take a look and see what you get with a Terra Conqueror from 1992. Not the easiest body to take off. I'm really not much of a fan of how they did this in the front. You kind of have to bend the body and twist it to get the body off the front shock mounts. If you really weren't looking close enough, you'd be like, oh, that's a Manta Ray, right? So no, not really. So the Manta Ray has gear diffs front and back. This has ball diffs, and the ball diff in this is really good. So it's the same ball diff that's in the Top Force. You can run it pretty tight. It's got these like spring washers in there that kind of compress and give it its tension. You can replace those as they get like softer or weak or wear down. So those are really good, and they still sell them. You can still buy them. I have them because I used them on the ball diff on my, was it the Madcap? But the Madcap ball diff is not good. This is so much better. The ball diff on this is really good. You can run them tight, and they work great. So this has front and rear ball diffs. So this also has full turnbuckles, front and rear. It's got turnbuckles everywhere. The Manta Ray just has fixed links. This has like a hardened prop shaft, where the Manta Ray has that one that looks like, you know, a piece of spaghetti going across here with the little loops at the end. So this is definitely an upgrade. Also, in the gearbox, it has lightweight gear shafts. I don't really know how much weight that saves or if that's really that much of a benefit, but it does have them. The Terra Conqueror does come with a complete set of ball bearings. I did remove them because some of them were getting a little gunked up. So what I did was I put a brand new set of ball bearings in it. Also, the Spire Spike tires, that was considered like an upgrade back then. And last but not least, the Dynatech 01R motor, which is a 19-turn motor. And you can also get other rotors. You can buy another rotor. I think they have a 17-turn and I think like a 13-turn hop-up option for these motors. These motors are really good. They're super smooth, plenty of torque, plenty of power. And this motor only came with 2 kits. It came with the Terra Conqueror and it came with the Daytona Thunder on-road car. So yeah, really interesting buggy. You know, not even the Top Force Evolution came with a motor, or the Top Force. So that's a Tamiya Terra Conqueror. What do you guys think? I know some of you are not going to like the rear wing because maybe it sticks up a little bit too much, but I really like the way it looks. It looks great out there driving around too. It's a really fun one to drive. Like I said, it's smooth, 4-wheel drive, very stable, and I'm super happy how this one came out. I really am. All right, everyone, that's all I have on the Terra Conqueror. Hopefully you guys like this video. Give me a thumbs up if you do. Subscribe if you are not a subscriber. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you all in the next video.